I shared a video titled "They Are Targeting These Migrants." Now, some people in the comments were saying, Cynthia, you are wrong this time. It's not possible. Carers are the heartbeat of UK. They are the brain box of UK. We know you're working so hard. You have high blood pressure. You have backache, lifting people a lot. You have stress from working long hours. I understand the importance of your job. I know all these things. Yes, 13% of people in the UK are above 60. It means that a lot of them need care, and the UK is faced with an aging population. Many people don't want to do this job. Many people don't want to go into the healthcare sector, and it's not just because of money. Some people were saying, oh my goodness, you can't be saying that. Nigel Farage, I've watched his videos. He said this, that about carers, is going to support them, this one, that one. Guys, I just shared my opinion. See, I like to listen to people here. You've seen me make a video, and then someone tells me, hey, correction, look at this, investigate this. I will investigate it. I'll come back and tell you, oh, this is good, and I'll share my thoughts on it. Sometimes step out of the algorithm so they can see what exactly is happening. Guys, in this video, I'm going to share with you the prediction of the likely winner of the next general election. This is not a politics, channel. I don't really care so much about politics and all that, but I know that the things that happen in the corridors of power would affect your visa. It will affect your ability to get ILR and British citizenship. It will affect your work in the UK. While you're working so passionately and doing all you can, just know that things are happening. The political climate in the UK has changed entirely. If you watch till the end of this video, I'll show you some 3 major sectors that people who are carers transition into. When I keep saying get out of care, it's not because you're not doing a good job. You're doing a good job, but at what cost? When these people are planning some things that will not help your family. Anyway, without wasting time, let's get into this video. Before I share this, please, I just want to send this warning. If you have panic attacks whenever you watch immigration videos, if you are someone that has anxiety, please scroll past this particular video. I don't like when people get too worried and excited about things like this. It's not about feeling sad or fear or anything. No, it's about see what is going to happen or might happen or may never happen. Prepare yourself so that you don't become a victim, because what they are planning is not really fantastic for a certain type of people. They are categorizing people into different, classes, guys, and it's not good. So that is why I share videos like this.
This is massive news for Nigel Farage. Sky News can reveal the latest polling projection from YouGov, and here it is. Reform UK would be the largest party in a hung parliament, just shy of an overall majority. Let's look at how politics has changed in just a matter of months. This is last July's general election. You can see dark blue Tories, lots of red for Labour, almost no light blue. But over the last few months, my goodness, how it's changed. This is what the projection would be now. Look at all of the Reform UK seats that they would pick up, with the Tories really pushed into their heartland. Also, Labour reduced to just most of their seats, a third of their seats in London. Let's look at what the House of Commons would look like under this projection. Reform UK, the largest party, 311 seats. That's up 306 at the expense of the Tories. Kemi Badenoch's party, she loses 2/3 of her seats down to just 45. And what about the Prime Minister, the Labour Party? Well, he also loses 2/3 of his seats. 144 Labour MPs would be left.
As you can see, these are predictions, and it does not always happen like that. But most times when they have a poll, it means that they must have sampled some people's opinions, and that's when they come about this particular data you are seeing there. It might not happen like this, but it seems like most people are gearing towards that particular decision. If you see the number of people who marched on the streets of London on the 13th of September, you will know that it looks like people's opinion have changed. And they are anti-immigration protests all over the UK. You might be working so hard, leaving very early and coming back from work, and you don't know what is happening. I'm just telling you, this is what is happening. For people who argue that carers are very important, that without them, we know, yes, without them, so many people who are elderly will be alone and they will not live the type of lifestyle they want. Some people would even die without carers who actually go into people's houses to care for them. But I want you to know that the plans that they have for you is not good. I said it, that you have to ask yourself this question: why did they stop overseas carers from coming into the UK? Now, they know that the people on board would be able to go through that pathway. And they believe that by increasing the time from 5 years to 10 years, people will be able to labor throughout that period. For 10 years, you'll be a carer, working so hard on that pathway as a carer, and giving your youth, taking care of the elderly. Is so sweet what you are doing. You are miracle workers. It's good. What you're doing is so amazing, but you'll be toiling and working so hard, giving your all. And then, guys, it's not good. They now put something like a threshold that if you're not earning up to this, you cannot get the 5 years or something like that, as they discuss in the white paper. These are some of the things they're planning. I'm just saying it. Don't be shocked when you see it. That is why I said, get out of care. Yes, it can be good if you want to relax and just stay there, but carers are getting out. Many carers are switching, and there is no law against it. Anyway, let me show you this video by Nigel Farage when he's trying to explain his target for the new policies he wants to roll out.
And lastly, before we move on, the employment sector, there are industries saying, such as agriculture, the care sector, that they couldn't cope without these people.
We've heard it for years, and that's why the population's gone up by 10 million, and that's why we're all poorer, and that's why you can't get a GP appointment, you can't drive down the motorway because it's clogged. We've heard these arguments for years. And frankly, if employers need, and we will have special category visas, right?
Such as the care sector, for
But take the care sector.
Yeah.
Should somebody coming to work in the care sector be able to bring dependents with them? We say no.
Right. But
we say no.
What if they're... So they would be deported, someone here currently. If they're working in the care sector now, they'd be all right.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense for somebody to come in on a low income to pay a minimal amount of tax to be able to bring with them a dependent that the state may have to look after for the rest of their lives.
As you can see, these are the target. The target is the 3.8 million people who came in during the Boris wave. They say the Boris wave is from 2020, and they are of this belief that, hey, they are likely to take up benefits when they get the ILR. That's why they want to remove ILR entirely. Now there'll be these acute shortage skills list that care workers will be classified under. But the truth about that matter is that ASSL, I don't think they would want them to get ILR in 5 years. In fact, they don't want them to have ILR at all. That you just keep renewing your visa every five years. And they will put stricter rules for people who want to get British citizenship. And guys, one of the rules, when is there any time you apply for visa that income is not required? Meeting a certain income is often required. I know that there is shortage on nurses, teachers, and I know there is a separate list for them that's under the eligible healthcare and education jobs. I know there's that particular list. And there also this immigration salary list that they hope that would end by the 31st of December 2026, which the other occupations are, I'm talking about 6131, 6135, 6136 is under that list. Yes, so they can treat them differently. They know that those teaching jobs and the healthcare jobs are in high demand, and most of them requires a level of licensing for you to get them. Now, what is the point of this video? The point of this video is that I've heard them repeat over and over again that people who contribute significantly, net positive contributors to the UK economy, and society. When you hear that language, why do you think that income will not be one of the requirements to sieve people through? All I can say is 3 occupations you can transition into if you're a carer include nursing. Yes, some people are actually getting their nursing pin with NMC. If you came into the UK as a carer and you already have that registration from your home country, you can take that time to write all the exams you need to write to sort everything from OSCE. You don't need IELTS anymore, CBT. Just get all those things sorted, get your pin. You can now transition into nursing. Another thing that people are doing is that they're taking up apprenticeship opportunities for nurses. Now, this is something that the government is privately funding. Sometimes they fund it, and sometimes you just have to be in the UK for up to, they say, 3 years. If you come in and you are here for up to 3 years, then you qualify. These opportunities come up very often, guys. I don't know why my earring is falling off, but these opportunities are always popping up. And I feel, hey, if you are interested in going to nursing, because nursing is just one particular profession that is in high demand. They always need people. You will always get COS. People are saying you can't come into the UK as a nurse. People are still coming in to the UK as nurses. They need nurses. It's just one thing that will never go away. So if you are interested in that, please go and sort that out. Another thing that people also transition into is tech. Is the most common one that many carers are going into with their previous experience, leveraging their experience from their home country. People are actually getting into tech. And sometimes tech, you don't need to go into school and study for 3 years. You can get some training, and the demand is just increasing every time. Anytime I go to that particular website where IT jobs are, I'm always seeing like 26,000 jobs. So guys, just apply for jobs. Anyway, other people telling you to relax, don't worry, everything is going to be fine. Nobody can guarantee anything. I'm not God. I'm not an immigration advisor. I'm not a government official. I'm not someone that does anything, but I analyze the news as it appears. I go to many big media houses, to different forums. If you listen to Prime Minister question time, if you listen to the parliament when they discuss, the MPs discuss, you will see, like, you'll be able to narrow down how they think, what they think, their plans. You will know. It's not like, oh, I know the value I bring into this country. Do they actually value what you bring into this country? Are they still saying that, oh, as a carer, you bring many dependents and most of your dependents will not be eligible for ILR, that you don't deserve it? That's what they're saying. And people are believing it. It's not whether it is true or not. We know how much you contribute to this economy. But when the people you are helping do not value it, guys, it's time for you to transition into other professions that will prevent anything that they're going to introduce soon from affecting you. Like I said, it's not about fear. It's not about anxiety. All these things you are hearing, anything I share here, even many other things have been shared online, and more than 300 million people have seen it. Many people have commented and given that negative idea that, hey, we don't want our taxpayers' money to go in this direction. It doesn't matter whether it's true or not anymore. And another thing is that the election is on the 15th of August 2029. And I feel if the Nigel Farage becomes the next prime minister, I feel what he might do is he's going to revoke the ILRs of people who take up benefits. I think that's what he might do. That is, he's not going to just revoke everybody's ILR. I don't think he will do that, but the things they have been talking about, how they are going to remove the human rights, there's so many things they said they were going to do so that they will have total authority over the system, and so they can do whatever they want. If they say all ILRs are null and void, they become null and void, which I don't think should be the case, because there are so many people from European countries who have an agreement. They don't want to become British citizens, but they want to live in this country peacefully. They are married to someone who is British, or maybe they're not married, they just want to live here. And doing that will affect them. I don't think they would do that. What I believe they might do is they might start fishing out people who are using, like, they're on ILR but they're on benefits, and then they might start cutting off their benefits and things like that. That is my understanding of the entire situation. Please do not panic. You have enough time to plan ahead. Just select a particular training, start it, dedicate 2 hours every day towards that training to upskill yourself. And when it is right, get out of the care sector. Even if you're going to the health and care sector, but it's not care, it's not ban RQF level 3, that would be better. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.
Africa's rich history is filled with stories of powerful kings and queens, like Queen Amina of Zazzau, the fearless warrior queen, King Mansa Musa of Mali, the wise and just ruler, Queen Nzinga of Angola, King Shaka Zulu, and many other notable African rulers. Join us on a journey through the lives of Africa's most legendary kings and queens. In African Kings and Queens, discover the fascinating stories of these iconic leaders. Get your copy now on Amazon Kindle. Grab your copy now.